Why was a magical crystal flower crying? No one knew the answer. But a tiny caterpillar named Coco was about to discover a secret hidden deep inside its glowing petals. Deep inside Blossom Valley, where every flower glowed with magic, lived a tiny green caterpillar named Coco. Curious, kind, and always ready for adventure, Coco loved exploring every corner of the enchanted forest. One peaceful morning, while exploring, Coco saw something strange. A giant crystal flower stood quietly in the middle of the forest, and a glowing blue tear slowly rolled down one of its sparkling petals. Coco looked up in surprise. Just as he crawled closer, the flower vanished. But before it disappeared, a tiny voice whispered, "Please, don't let him find me." Coco looked around in surprise. There was no one there, only a trail of sparkling golden fairy dust floating through the air. Without thinking, he followed it. Coco was curious because he could never ignore someone who needed help. The sparkling fairy dust danced through giant mushrooms, glowing flowers, and crystal-clear streams, leading Coco deeper into the enchanted forest. Suddenly, a tiny snail wearing oversized glasses appeared and guided Coco along the path. Inside the glowing tunnel, Coco heard soft giggles echoing all around him. No one was there. Then tiny glowing footprints suddenly appeared. A moment later, Coco recognized the same tiny fairy he had glimpsed inside the crystal flower. Before Coco could say another word, dark purple smoke suddenly filled the tunnel. Out of the swirling purple smoke burst a mischievous little Shadow Sprite. He wore a crooked leaf hat, carried a twisted wooden staff, and laughed loudly. Every flower instantly closed. The colorful forest slowly turned gray. The Shadow Sprite grinned proudly. Before Coco could stop him, the Shadow Sprite vanished into the dark forest, leaving behind only swirling purple smoke. Now Coco was more determined than ever to help the fairy. Without wasting a second, Coco hurried after him. Friendly rabbits built tiny bridges. Fireflies lit the dark path like glowing lanterns. Everyone wanted to help. Moving further into the forest, Coco finally spotted the Shadow Sprite. The Shadow Sprite bounced onto a giant mushroom. He shot high into the sky. Coco watched helplessly. Just then, a group of beautiful butterflies gently lifted Coco into the air. For the very first time, he felt like he was flying. Together, they carried him toward Rainbow Hill. At the top of Rainbow Hill stood the Shadow Sprite proudly. Beside him stood a magnificent crystal flower. Inside it, a tiny fairy named Luma was trapped inside a glowing crystal bubble. She looked at Coco with hopeful eyes. Luma pointed sadly toward the glowing blue light crystal. The Shadow Sprite had stolen it and trapped her inside the crystal flower to use all of her magic. Without the light crystal, she would soon lose all her magic forever. Coco tried to reason with the Shadow Sprite, but the sprite only laughed and warned him to stay away. Coco wasn't strong, he didn't have wings, and he didn't have magic. But he noticed something very important. The Shadow Sprite laughed so hard that he never paid attention to what was happening around him. A clever smile appeared on Coco's face. He noticed a shiny red berry lying nearby. Suddenly, an idea came to his mind. He gently rolled the round red berry toward the Shadow Sprite. The Shadow Sprite stepped on the berry, slipped, spun around, and fell with a loud thump. The glowing light crystal flew high into the air. Coco leaped with all his strength and caught the light crystal. Rainbow magic burst across Rainbow Hill. The crystal bubble began glowing with brilliant light. The glowing bubble cracked, then burst into thousands of sparkling lights. Luma was finally free. She smiled warmly at Coco. "My name is Luma. I've been waiting for someone with the kindest heart to save me. You saved me. Now it's time for you to become the beautiful butterfly you were always meant to be." She gently touched Coco with her glowing wand. A beautiful spiral of rainbow magic surrounded Coco. Golden sparkles danced through the air. The magical light grew brighter and brighter. The glowing cocoon slowly opened. From inside emerged a magnificent butterfly with shimmering rainbow wings. Coco had become Aurora. Aurora spread her beautiful rainbow wings and flew for the very first time. Luma looked at Aurora and softly whispered,
"The greatest magic was never hidden inside the forest. It was hidden inside your heart."
Together, Aurora and Luma soared into the glowing sunset, leaving behind a trail of sparkling fairy dust.